Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, internet goers from around the world, welcome to EyeBleedMedia in 2018. I am aHeroInStitches, and with me as always is...
FozzyBear.
That is correct, that is the FozzyBear. I am aHeroInStitches. I just said that. You should already know. But what you don't know is what today's video is going to be about.
What we're going to be doing here, Stitches, is sharing our top movies for each month in the first quarter of 2018.
That's right, Fozzy. We're actually going to do this draft style, so you guys are aware. And we're just going to sort of go back and forth and kind of talk about, why we feel this movie may be good or why we're excited for it.
That's right, folks. Step right up. The press conference is open. The tickets are everywhere. I don't know sports references, Stitches.
Well, we're doing movies, Fozzy, so that's quite okay.
But it's a draft. You mentioned a draft. We're doing a draft, right?
Oh, a draft? Yeah, I was wondering why it's a little cold in here. Okay, folks, so now that you have the rundown of how this is going to play out, let's just jump right into it. For the month of January, for my most anticipated movie, I'm going to go with 12 Strong.
12 Strong. What's this movie about?
12 Strong is a true story movie. It's about, it's kind of like an American war drama film. It's directed by Nikolai something or another. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know what else this guy has done.
Jamie Lannister directed the movie.
He probably did, but that's not why I'm excited. Why I'm most excited about this movie is because of the cast itself. This movie has a shit ton of famous people that, and it's the camaraderie that that Chris Hemsworth and company kind of bring into it. I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good segue into Chris Hemsworth being the lead in the movie. I would say it like this: you have your ultra patriotic wartime soldiery movie, all led by Thor, Stitches. Thor is leading American soldiers to freedom and justice.
And this freedom and justice that he's leading to, of course, is in a post 9/11 world. They deal with, family stuff and just being... If you've ever gone to war...
If you've ever gone to war, you better hope Thor is leading your ass through the trenches.
The movie also contains Michael Shannon, Michael Pena, who I'm actually really excited for. I think Michael
Thor
Pena's
and Zod are fighting with you. How do you not want to watch this movie?
It looks to be very action-packed, action-filled. Yeah, it's a camaraderie. It's a bro story. A bunch of bros out in the middle of nowhere trying to survive, trying to take down the enemy. It looks like a lot of fun, a lot of action. It doesn't really look like it's going to be too serious. I'm sure there's going to be some dramatic moments, but overall, I was digging the overall themes that I was getting from the trailer. And just the magnificent cast, as I mentioned before.
For sure. And I think also something that I was looking up is that this does take place in the same universe as Band of Brothers.
Exactly. This is the Band of Brothers that never was.
Band of Mothers.
So that's my pick for January. Fozzy?
Boy, you think 12 Strong is going to be the movie of January? Well, here's what I got for you. The Commuter, starring Liam Neeson. It's Taken on a Train, folks. Taken on a Train.
Yeah, how can you not be excited for this? Liam Neeson is a dude. All right. So we should kind of backtrack. It's not really Liam Neeson taken on a train because his daughter didn't get kidnapped. But what he's got to do, he's got to find out who on this train does not belong, because apparently, they're going to blow up the train or kill some people. I don't fucking know.
Did you watch the trailer? You can't say that to the people. Liam Neeson has to find a briefcase with a bomb in it inside of a train. And he's probably also got a particular set of skills.
Anytime I see Liam Neeson in anything where he's playing himself, just, being Liam Neeson, it's a treat. Some people think, some people think he's overused in Hollywood. I said, no, Liam Neeson is underused. Put him on more things. I want to see Liam Neeson in fucking 12 Strong. Him and Thor, I think if they were both in that movie, would be amazing. If Thor was in this movie with him, I think that would be amazing.
You're almost spoiling it, Stitches. Liam Neeson is going to be in the sequel, 13 Strong.
Oh shit. You think in the sequel they actually gain more members instead of losing some?
Yeah, you see what's gonna happen is over in the Iraqi war that they're covering in 12 Strong, they're gonna run into a railroad. And guess who's going to be in it? Who's also trying to find a briefcase that apparently is going from America over to Africa, but let's not get too deep into that.
Liam Neeson is the Commuter, comes out in January along with 12 Strong. And that will do it for the month of January. Now we're going to move on to the month of February. Fozzy had first pick. Fozzy, what'd you go with?
Black Panther, son!
Of course, Black Panther. Now this movie had me hyped since the first trailer way back when. I think it's going to be a masterpiece of a film. The cast looks freaking amazing, you know?
Yeah, I don't know Marvel stuff. I saw that one Avengers movie where Black Panther was in it, and I didn't think it was going to get to the point where he would get the WWE push to like John Cena level with Guardians of the Galaxy-esque visual effects. What am I saying? Like, I didn't think they would push him into a movie that's on par with Guardians of the Galaxy and Doctor Strange. Like, it got that same cinematic feel, the visual effects. It's beautiful, the cinematography, the costuming. It's Batman in the jungle, man.
Yeah, it really is Batman in the jungle. And who could ask for a better movie? You know, this and it's got a uniquely ethnic cast. Is that the appropriate term? I don't know. But Michael B. Jordan's in this, and I've been excited about that guy's work ever since I seen him in Creed. A couple other big players, but yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a very fun Marvel movie just taking place, you know, before the next major Marvel movie. You know, the next major Avengers movie, I should say.
I gotta tell you, Stitches, I roll my eyes at a lot of Marvel movies, and this one caught my attention. It's very rare for the Marvel movie to get my attention, and this one has.
That's true. Even the shills over at DC couldn't pay you enough to not pick this as your number one pick for the month of February.
Keep it coming, WB.
For my February pick, I chose... that's not the right name.
Annihilation.
Annihilation. Annihilation is my pick of choice for the month of February.
Interestingly enough, Annihilation are gonna have some pretty nice animations in it.
Yes, the visuals in this look fantastic. If you were a fan of Ex Machina, by the same guy, starring Natalie Portman, and this looks like a true. If you do drugs, I'm not gonna tell you not to. But if you do drugs and go watch this movie. I think you'll be pleased.
I think if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, you're gonna enjoy this movie too because of the all-female lead cast thing going on. What's going on there? So like they discover basically what like a bubble, like a soap bubble.
Yeah, like it's from Stranger Things, like another dimension. You know, the Upside Down.
Ah.
It's like another dimension that exists parallel to ours, and like Natalie Portman's son is like in the hospital. He's got like a coma or some shit, and this guy's like fucking tripping balls and going out into the forest. That's what she's looking for. So I don't know.
So Portman and her team of 4 or 5 female recruits go in and try to capture Arceus. Did you see that? Yeah. They're trying to capture the god Pokemon. This movie is actually about the conjoining of the Pokemon and real-world universes.
If you're a fan of Pokemon, and if you're a fan of real world, and you're also a fan of female casts and Ex Machina, this movie might be the movie in February for you.
Go watch Annihilation and then buy the tie-in game, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
So that will do it for us in the month of February. We're going to move on to the month of March, where I actually chose this random movie called The Strangers Pray at Night. This was not originally... I did have first choice for this, by the way. This was originally not my first choice for this month, but I went back and I watched the trailers over, and I was just like, you know what? I'm a fan of horror. I kind of like what they're doing with this.
Yeah, this is interesting as all hell. Like, Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. This one had that awesome like retro style trailer. It seems evocative of like old slasher movies, and I think that's what captured like our hearts the most. We just saw it in like the style, the AJ Styles of how they presented the movie to us. It just seems to hit the right notes. I'm surprised that they didn't go for a Halloween release, but for March, I don't think you can go wrong with some craziness like this. And I think for us to better prepare for this, we need to watch the original Strangers, because I had no idea that this was a thing. This was already a thing, Stitches.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a sequel as well. Speaking of sequels, this next movie is not.
And the pick to top it all off for you folks, for gamers like you, me, and Stitches, is Ready Player One.
Ready Player One, based off of the phenomenal book by that one guy that writes a lot of things. Doesn't matter. It's directed by Spielberg.
Yeah, and if you guys are not familiar with his vision, this is a Steven Spielberg movie. So if the story's gonna stink, you're definitely gonna get a lot of pretty visuals to go with it.
Yeah,
It's Sword Art Online. It's American Sword Art Online, for crying out loud. It's not even gonna drag on for way more than it needs to too, because it's gonna be 2 hours long. So go watch it.
That actually might be a half an hour too much. But I hope not. You know, the visuals in this look amazing. The premise, essentially, you know, this dude dies, he leaves a treasure fucking somewhere in virtual reality. You find the treasure first, you get like $1 million bajillion dollars. And you know, it's got a bunch of game cameos like Tracer from Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
God
figure
of War
that
guy
out.
was there. I think Tron guys was there. Who else was there?
But I don't think. Yeah, but wait a second. It's just like, why am I seeing video game characters in this movie? I had no idea that things like this was gonna happen until I saw the trailer, and I just happened to come across Tracer from Overwatch.
The reason why video game characters made it to this movie is because Wreck-It Ralph did so well with their cameos of different franchises in like a virtual world, and this is just kind of I don't want to say it's stealing that idea, because obviously the book was written way before Wreck-It Ralph ever came to existence, but they definitely took some of those themes to make some of those cameos. Mainly for marketing dollars. Hey, you're a fan of Overwatch? We got Tracer. You're a fan of the Iron Giant? Hey, we got the Iron Giant.
Just to legitimize the fact that this is a video game movie.
A virtual world, if you will.
Yeah. This is where we're gonna, like, this is VR Chat 2.0.
That's basically it, guys. That's gonna kind of wrap us up for the month of March and kind of put an end to the first quarter movies that both Fozzy and myself are kind of looking forward to.
That's right.
To watching. Did some of these movies make it to your list? I don't know. I don't give a shit.